What's up, guys? It's Meek here, back with another video. Today is actually a weird day for me because yesterday actually marked the 6 months, a half of a year of me doing microfractures, and I'm shocked. Time has just been flying by. It feels like yesterday was just July the 4th, but yeah, it's the 6 month mark as of yesterday, December 4th. But in today's video, I said, you know what? Why don't I just drop a video about things I've learned through this experiment. And I think we're at the point where we don't even have to call this an experiment. This is a successful experiment actually. You know, I've actually grown 1 inch, 1 complete inch within these last 6 months, and I think my method is probably the best out there. I'm gonna say that because I haven't seen anybody seeing like major growth this fast like I have in the 6 months. But I'm just gonna share with you guys you know some things I learned from this journey, I guess. But um the first thing I'm gonna say, because I think this is most important, is it's really cold. But the first thing I'd say I learned, and I really knew this from the jump, but um, I've really learned that in this consistency was really gonna, you know, get me there. If I wasn't consistent with this, you know, I would have not grown as much as I have. I maybe not even grown at all, because at the start, I'm not gonna lie, it was really hard to be consistent with this. You know, I was I was just slacking off some days, because at the start, sometimes the start is sometimes hard for people. For me, it was hard because it was very draining. My cardio was not good. I was not lasting, very, very long. And I was, real tired and sweaty after each time. And I was like, dang, this is not fun. Um, Also, I will say this as well. There's just it's not just doing the routine that is that need requires consistency. It's also taking your supplements. It's keeping your diet good. And also I was beginning to fast as well, which also plays a factor into growth as well. And I tried to maybe fast for about like maybe 2 weeks. I always tried to fast for 2 weeks. I've tried to fast 3 times. All 3 times I didn't fast for 2 weeks actually. But when I did fast, it was maybe a week or so of me fasting, or maybe like 6 days. And it was really challenging. But doing those fasts helped me become a little bit more consistent and many other things as well though. Um the next thing I want to say is you know you have to kind of adapt to this routine. You know, it kind of require some versatility a little bit, and it requires a lot of time. I would say, you know, you gotta make time to run. You gotta make time to you do the exercises. You gotta make time to really prepare and like think of how you want to do your meals and whatnot. Me personally, like I said, I was fasting, so I had to correlate how I wanted to fast, what I wanted to do, when I wanted to, what time I wanted to get off the fast. Especially with me doing work and all that, it was kind of hard to you know choose the schedule I wanted to do. And I just came up with doing it 3 times out of the week on my off days, and it planned out. It worked out really well. Also, um, it also requires some patience as well. Um, you when you're starting anything, you're not gonna you shouldn't be expecting like quick growth. You should be expecting a time of like I said, consistency before. You need to have that built-in consistency. You need to build in a habit and get your body used to you know doing the microfractures. And you know this was the first thing I actually like kept going in, and I this really helped in different aspects of life, which I'm glad I had the patience and consistency to do this, um, which led to me growing 1 inch again. But the next thing I learned is rest. How to like properly rest. Many you see many like athletes who like when they say like their rest day is icing their knees and taking ice baths and all this other stuff. And what I found was I don't do it like a lot, but maybe like once every 2 weeks or once a week, I'll take like a bath with Epsom salt. It'll be as hot as I can get it, which is gonna really take some moisture off of my skin and bones and make me really sweaty. Sweaty. It's like a sauna in a way. But I was sitting there for like 30 minutes. It would help really recover my body and bones like really fast. Um, Also, I would say sleep as well. I'm a little biased on the sleep. I mean, maybe 4 days out of the week, 4 or 3 days out of the week on specifically my work days, the days I worked, I didn't go to sleep to maybe like 11:30, between 12 o'clock and 11 o'clock. I didn't go to sleep until those times. And a lot of people, they emphasize sleep, and I'm going to emphasize it as well a little bit too here. You know, always try to get some days out of the week. If your sleep schedule is bad, try to get some days out of the week where you can really focus on getting that to at least a couple of days out of the week where you can actually go to sleep really early and at least give your bones some time to grow at night, because that's when they're best gonna grow. You're not gonna see your hair grow during the day. You're gonna maybe you'll see progress after you wake up at night. And you gotta think about that for your whole body. Everything is like that, it's like a womb. You won't see your womb, um, heal. You'll see it. You'll see progress after you wake up in the morning. Um, the next thing I learned, and the final thing I learned, and I think this may be the third most important thing other than rest, is you got to know how to really convince yourself that you're tall, to really grow. Um, Me personally, I tell myself before I go to sleep and when I wake up that I'm 6'5". When people ask me how tall I am, I say 6'5". And I actually am so good at lying to myself that I somewhat believe it now, in a way. Um, and also, I believe that I'm getting taller. I feel it. I'm telling, like, it's just like an affirmation for my body. And I think it's pretty self-explanatory. It's like when people tell you that you're like the greatest basketball player of all time. If people were to tell you that you're the greatest basketball player of all time, I tell you, you would not be like, nah. You might. There's two types of people. The people that say, nah, I'm not. They'll act all humble about it, and they're all nonchalant about it. And there's people that's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. They'll go with it. On both sides, they'll deep down believe that once they're told that they're the best. Now it's the same way with height. Um, I believed it, and even when I believed it, there was people outside of me telling me, "Yo, you look taller. You look like you're getting taller." Then they're noticing I'm getting a little bit up closer to their faces. Well, my shoulders are getting a little bit higher towards theirs, and they're like, "Hold on, this is weird." But things like this really keep you going as well. They influence your body to keep growing. It's a literal affirmation, and yeah, it's pretty self-explanatory, guys. But those are some things I learned doing microfractures. I've been doing this for 6 months. I can't believe that, but that marks 180 days. It's halfway around the globe, but that's gonna be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy your night, day, morning, whatever it is. Um, I guess you can say I'm back with a couple of microfracture videos per month. Like I said, I think I said that already, but I've got you guys with some more microfracture videos coming soon. I'm planning on updating the exercise that I do, because I do it a little bit more different. There's a catch to it now to really influence the girl for a little bit better. Also, I know I haven't made a stretching video, so I'll be making that soon as well. So please stay tuned. Don't leave now. We're seeing growth. Please join in, guys. I've grown an inch, and who's to say you won't grow 20 inches doing this, guys? But I really appreciate you guys tuning in. I really appreciate your support. We're at like 995 subscribers. Let's get it up to 1,000. We're almost there to 1,000. Come on, guys. I know you guys can do it. Do it for me. Let's go. Peace out. I love you guys.